Hi everyone. So, tayo na tanan or okay pa? Fighting pa? Okay, that's good. Hi, good morning. I am Sean Mira. I am the lead implementation and sales of Wela School System. And again, this is John, which is our developer, senior developer for projects and also for Wela School System. So the talk is about how on-demand software Wela School System was made using Python. So our agenda today is to introduce to you what is Wela School System and introduce to you the FRAP framework, which is the framework that was used on making Wela School System and other products that we offer to clients. And we're also going to do an RFID device breakdown and the libraries used for the RFID. So BioWeb and Mobile Lab is a startup company here in Cagayan de Oro. So we cater to ERP software, so that's enterprise resource planning. We utilize the FRAP framework for our clients. So to give you no. So we want to show to you the team behind the FRAP so that we can give acknowledgement to them. So these are the members of the FRAP community. So most of our members are FRAP moderators. So we have Sir Chris there, the one who made the cash flow module for the FRAP framework. Okay, so going back. Okay, so currently, as you can see in the diagram, this is like common problems with schools at the moment. So in order to make reports, one department goes to another department. They share emails, Word documents, Excel sheets. So what's the outcome? So reports take a lot of man hours to do. So an example, one of our clients is coming around 1,500 students. So for them to finish their report cards, they usually take around 2 to 3 weeks. So that's a lot of time to finish a report cards for 1,000 students. So why is that? The faculty department goes to the registrar department, gets an Excel sheet, again and again and again, a validation, again. And after making those reports, they do a lot of cross-checking from other departments. So what happens? More man hours. So Wela School System solves that problem by having them a centralized system for all the departments. So what is Wela School System? It's a system that is made out of the FRAP framework. So it consists of many modules. So from registrar, library, prefect, clinic, ID management, finance, grading, and so on. So today I'm going to show you a simple registration module in FRAP. So I'm going to make a doc type named PyCon registration so that we can see how easy to make modules in FRAP. Okay. So this is like the face of Wela. So we go to a doc type.
Just to give a clarification, doc type is the term that is used in FRAP. The doc type also corresponds to the table in the database. So for example, we have PyCon volunteers, so it's going to be equivalent to the table also. So Sean now will have a quick demonstration on how easy it for us to make the table, and at the same time it creates the window, the forms.
So is this working? Oh. So I'm going to add name here. Age?
Yeah.
Lunch.
So as you can see here, in the second column, you can choose the data types that which is preferred to this kind of field. So,
Veggies.
okay, let's say food. Sean is making
Veggies, pork, chicken. Okay, tapos info. Long text. So auto name. I know brackets. Name. Ay, safe lang. PyCon registration. So once created, at this one permission. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I missed this one.
So actually, you can choose the roles that you wanted it later. So Sean just choose administrator.
Something went wrong. I named one. Okay. So right now we have made some doc type name with fields name, age, food, and info. So we're going to see the result of this. So we'll look up for PyCon registration. Oh yeah, sorry. So I'm trying to restart. Okay, reload.
You go to home. Let me try.
One moment.
Ano?
PyCon. Ayun.
So Sean now will be entering
Some
the
sample fields.
attendees. So let's say these are the attendees.
Page 25, 26, sample info, information, save.
Okay, so there, Mira is registered.
Okay. So
Now,
let's
Sean
add
will be showing the reports that it can do.
Yeah. So I'm going to add some fields so that more data so that we can see the reports more nicely. So John Vincent Fiel, age 35, park, sample info. Okay. Okay. So what's nice about this is, though this is just a simple registration, but out of the box, if you make this doc type, you can actually print this out of the box, and you can actually edit the form to the needs of the client. So if the client says they want their logo here, some info there, some calculation there, it is really it's possible here. So one thing that we really love about this framework is that out of the box, it creates reports. So you just create a report builder here, and you pick some columns. So you just add columns. So we want to have all of the data of just the name and also the food that our attendees want. So you just add that food, this framework. So, and oops. Okay.
Wait. Okay, just a clarification also. After making a doc type, okay, so that was named PyCon registration, right?
Yeah, yes.
So in your project directory, it creates a folder there with the name of your doc type. So there are three files which it creates. So there is the Python file, and the JavaScript, and the JSON. Regarding the JSON, you just disregard it because it's all about the fields there. So the main thing that you will have you concern is the JavaScript and the Python file. So basically, anything that you want to do in Python, you do it in Python. So for the JavaScript, for example, if you want to do something on the client side, on the front end, for example, the registrants inputted the birth date, and you want to auto-calculate its age. You can do it in JavaScript, and so on, the JavaScript stuff.
Okay. Can you hear that? Yeah. Okay.
And also, regarding the reports, one good thing about it is we can automatically export it to CSV and also in PDF form. So the good thing about the framework is we are more focused now on the gathering of requirements to our clients. So, and also the logic there and the system design on how this organization works. So it gets get rid all the other things that we need to bother. So we focus more on the client need now.
So, okay. So we have made this Wela school system, and so far the feedbacks are great since we already catered around 6 schools at the moment. They have shared a lot of improvement with this product since, as one of the school clients shared that from 3 weeks of making report cards, they have lessened it with 3 days. So it was all possible through the power of RAP and some configuration with Python. And to move forward, so this is the RFID stations that we give to our clients. So to give you an action, so here. So this RFID station is also made out of the Python. So each student goes to school, they need to tap their ID. We mandated their security personnel that they have to tap their ID, since upon tapping of the ID, our system will text their parents that they have already logged in school. And that is the same with going out of school. So now John will explain the overview and the Python used in making the RFID. Okay?
Thanks, John. First of all, actually, the topic that Sean shared, somehow it's a recap for those who attended the PyChada meetup that we had. So for those who are in CDU and nearby CDU, we encourage you to join the PyChada group, because there's a time there we can share the things that we know, and yeah, you'll be able to meet the other devs also. Okay, so now, so this is the structure that we have in our RFID. Okay, so self-explanatory. Okay. Now, Sean shared that when the student taps, it sends to our server and then texts their parents that they're in and out of school. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to share this libraries that we used. Okay. Can you proceed? Okay. This is the device that we use. It's Orange Pi, and on the right, or it's left, I think. Anyway, you can see the pins there, the GPIO and stuff. And we call this MFRC, the scanner thing. Okay. We tap it into the pins. So in order to us to communicate with it, we imported this available library for this MFRC, which is MFRC 522. And you can see there we have PyA20.GPIO and import stuff. So this is for the GPIO. Okay, so here, this is how we coded it. So the RFID will continually check. So from time to time check. So if it recognizes the ID, the RFID, so by then we can do stuffs. So like for us, we send it to the server, and then if by then it will be the system will text the parents. Okay. So to proceed. Okay, yeah. So this is the library that we imported a while ago. That's what we showed. So when they tap, you can do buzzer. So it makes sound and then light. Okay. So if you are in the actual, if you can see the actual, it actually buzzers and light. So okay, to proceed. So after that, we use SQL Alchemy for the local DB of the RFID station that we have. Okay, so this is where we instantiate the DB for
So it's the same with student.
Yeah, same with student. And then we use WX Python, which is now Phoenix, to display into the monitor. So this is our UI, which they can see on the monitor. Okay, so after that, we then want to sync it to the server. If it doesn't have internet, it will store it to the local DB first. So by the time it has, then it will sync. And the good thing there is, Frap has built their own client library also. So it is easier for us to communicate this device going to our server. This is just some block of code where we put, so here, sorry for the block of code anyway. This code here is checking your local DB if it's synced or not. And then as you can see here, there is a client post _PI. There's a path, somewhat a path there, Wela that press the TTR. It's actually calling or accessing that method. And we're sending these parameters that we have here. Next. So this is the example of Frap client that they have made. So let's say for PyCon events, they have this registration. If you want to make a kiosk or there for walk-ins to register their information and they want to join the event, you can have your Orange Pi and they can log in and stuff. So here, as you can see in the first line, example.com and blah, blah, blah. So you just have to have these parameters. So this is what I clarified a while ago, the doc type. This is the term that we use in Frap. So doc type is the customer here in the example. So what did you name it? So if we are to integrate this with the PyCon registration, then you're going to put the exact parameters there. And then there, you just going to cast this out, insert. So that is how easy we were able to develop this with the help of Frap.
Okay.
And this is the part where we also like about it. Python, like the previous talks. Python is very friendly to other languages. This SMS Blaster is the platform that we use to send text to our clients. So this includes the texting to the parents when the students gets in and out. Also the notifications in school. So if they have this event, we can also blast it to 1,000 number of recipients.
Okay.
SMS Blaster is also made by ours, home to me, my brother, right there, Fiel. So it is made out of Ruby on Rails. So it wasn't hard for us to integrate it. So yeah, that's what I'm pointing out. Python is very friendly. So we didn't have to do fancy stuff to communicate with Ruby. So we just have to do this. We have JSON, of course, a library from Python, di ba? It's commonly used. And there, we can send messages to our clients.